Have you ever found yourself wide awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body just won't let you sleep? If you're an older woman, this isn't just a random annoyance. It's your body trying to tell you something important about your health, your emotions, and even your future. And here's the kicker. Most people don't even know that waking up during this time can be a sign that something crucial is happening inside. In this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful strategies that will not only help you understand why this happens, but will also turn those restless nights into moments of calm and clarity. Stick around until the end, because the 4th tip is one that most people miss, and it could be the key to unlocking better sleep and a healthier you. These tips are backed by science and will help you sleep better, feel more energized, and even boost your emotional well-being. If you've been struggling with those frustrating late-night wake-ups, you'll definitely want to watch this video all the way through. I'll be revealing simple, yet effective steps you can take to calm your body, clear your mind, and even find inspiration in those quiet, early hours. Don't just suffer through sleepless nights. Let's take control, together, and transform your sleep habits for the better. So, grab a comfortable seat, and let's dive into these transformative steps that could change the way you sleep forever. Trust me, the solution you've been looking for is just a few minutes away. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Don't force sleep. Do this instead. Imagine this. You're jolted awake in the dead of night. Your body still heavy with the remnants of sleep, but your mind completely wide awake. You glance at the clock, and a wave of panic washes over you as a harsh red or blue light reads 3:17 a.m. Your heart skips a beat. Oh no, not again. The familiar dread creeps in like an old, unwelcome friend. You've been here before, haven't you? The spiral begins instantly, your mind racing. If I fall asleep now, I can still get a few hours. No, wait, it's too late for that. Maybe just 1. Oh God, why can't I sleep? Your heart is pounding in your chest. Your thoughts buzzing like a swarm of bees. And the harder you try to will yourself back into the dream world, the more impossible it becomes. Does this sound familiar? The desperation, the frustration, I know that feeling. You're not alone in this. Waking up in the middle of the night, especially between 3 o'clock and 5 a.m., is more common than most people realize. And believe it or not, it's not the end of the world. But here's the catch. The moment you start panicking, spiraling into a mental meltdown about your lack of sleep, you're only making things worse. It's like adding fuel to a fire that doesn't need to exist in the first place. Let's take a moment to reflect on why this happens, and more importantly, how you can change the course of your night. Forcing yourself to sleep is akin to trying to control the uncontrollable, like attempting to herd cats while riding a unicycle. It's not only frustrating, it's downright futile. When you lie there, clenching your fists, mentally pleading with your body to just let you sleep, you're not calming your mind. You're igniting a storm. Stress floods your system, and with it, cortisol, the devil of sleep disturbances. Cortisol is your body's natural alarm clock, reminding you that you're wide awake, and it's time to deal with it, whether you like it or not. It's that nagging little voice that says, don't even think about going back to sleep. Your brain is on, and you're not getting any rest. And before you know it, your nervous system is operating in full-on overdrive, leaving you more wired than you were when you first opened your eyes. The true irony is this: the more you fight sleep, the less likely it is to come. So why not stop the struggle? Why not turn this midnight wake-up call into something far less torturous? Perhaps even a moment of peace. Or, better yet, something productive. Let's change the way we approach this. First, stop lying or feeling defeated. I get it. It's tempting to just stay there, helpless, eyes wide open in the dark. But don't. Sit up, gently. No need to jolt yourself awake, and jump straight into daytime mode. Just a small change in posture can signal to your brain that you're not sinking into despair. You're not helpless. You're simply shifting gears. Now, take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Count to 4, hold for a beat, then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat and repeat. Sounds simple, right? But this isn't just a calming ritual. This is a cheat code for your body and mind. The slow, rhythmic breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is like flipping a switch to calm the chaos. You might not even realize it, but with each deep breath, your body starts to soften, your shoulders drop, and that racing heart begins to slow down. It's not magic, it's just biology working in your favor. Next, ask yourself, why are you awake? Get curious. Is your pillow flat as a pancake, worn out from years of faithful service? Or is the blanket twisted around your legs, holding you hostage in an uncomfortable tangle? Maybe the room is too hot, or even worse, too cold. Did someone crack a window and leave you freezing in the middle of March? These little inconveniences can sneak into your sleep and rob you of precious rest without you even noticing. But you can do something about it. Now, take a moment. Get up, fluff that pillow, untangle those sheets, adjust the thermostat to a comfortable 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, the sweet spot for sleep, according to science. Even something as simple as a glass of water can work wonders. Dehydration has a sneaky way of waking us up in the dead of night. The key takeaway? Don't just lie there in defeat, helpless and frustrated. Take control. However small the steps, fix the discomforts, calm your mind, and give your body the chance it deserves to rest. These small tweaks may seem insignificant, but trust me, they can make a world of difference. It's all about breaking free from the cycle of frustration and reclaiming your peace of mind. You deserve a restful night, and the first step toward that is stopping the battle, finding balance, and letting your body do its natural work. 2. Hydrate, but smartly. Hydration is often seen as just a mundane task, something we do automatically without much thought. But if we pause and think about it, hydration is a powerful act of self-care. It's not just about drinking water. It's about nourishing your body, bringing balance to your system, and offering your body the deep, subtle care it truly needs. You might have experienced it, waking up in the middle of the night, the clock showing 3:47 a.m., and feeling like something's just not quite right. Maybe you wake up with your mouth feeling dry, as if you've been chewing on cotton all night, or your legs are twitching and restless, refusing to settle no matter how hard you try. Or perhaps you're lying there in bed, feeling uncomfortably warm, despite the room being cool and cozy. It's almost like your body is sending out a silent alarm, yet you can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong. You don't think it's serious, but it's unsettling. Well, here's the real culprit: dehydration. And it's sneaky. It lurks in the background, quietly depleting your body's water reserves while you sleep. And then, when you wake up, it's your body's urgent call for help. That dry, uneasy feeling in your mouth, the strange restlessness in your legs, and the unsettling warmth you feel, it's your body desperately pleading for water, a vital, life-sustaining liquid that it lost in the course of the night. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you're still here with me. It's easy to overlook hydration when we're in the midst of those uncomfortable moments. But let's talk about how to hydrate smartly, because in the middle of the night, it's not as simple as just guzzling down a glass of water. That's not going to help you get the rest and rejuvenation you need. If you don't hydrate the right way, you might end up making the situation worse, waking yourself up even more. Hydrating the right way in the middle of the night isn't just about throwing back a cold glass of water. It's about being intentional with what you consume and when. When you get it right, your body will thank you, by letting you slide back into a peace, undisturbed sleep. Here's where most people go wrong. They reach for a glass of ice-cold water. I get it. When you're feeling overheated, it's so tempting to grab something cold, something refreshing. But let me tell you, chugging something straight out of the fridge, when you're half asleep, is like slapping your body awake. Think about it. You're trying to coax your body into relaxation, to bring it back to that peaceful, calm state. Then you shock it with a cold drink, and your body shifts gears. That cold water hits your system like a bucket of ice, jarring you out of the sleepy haze, making your muscles tense up and your mind sharpen when all you want is to return to slumber. Trust me, it's like trying to comfort a child who's been startled from a dream by shaking them awake, only to make them more upset. The coldness disrupts your body's natural rhythm, making it harder to relax and find that sweet spot of deep sleep. Instead, what you need is water that's more in tune with your body's natural state. Room temperature water, or even water that's slightly warm, works wonders. When you drink water at the right temperature, it feels comforting, like a hug from the inside. It's gentle, just like your body, and it doesn't send any alarming signals to your system. When you sip on room temperature water, your body doesn't feel the shock or tension from the cold. Instead, it accepts the water like it's something it's been waiting for. It's nourishing, restorative, and calming. The best part? You don't have to make a trip to the kitchen for a fancy drink. Just keep a small glass or bottle of water by your nightstand. No fuss, no complications. Just enough to gently hydrate you when you need it most. But here's the thing, water alone isn't always enough. If you've been feeling especially restless or unsettled, chances are your body has been losing more than just water while you sleep. It's been shedding important minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. These are the vital electrolytes that help keep your muscles relaxed, your nerves steady, and your energy balanced. Think of electrolytes as the quiet conductors behind your body's orchestra. When they're in balance, everything works harmoniously. But if you're low on electrolytes, you may wake up feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or oddly tired. Even though you've just had a long night's sleep, that faint headache, that wired but tired feeling, and the sense that your body just isn't quite right, these are signs that your electrolytes need a boost. This is where a simple but powerful trick can make a world of difference. Instead of just plain water, try adding a pinch of high-quality sea salt to your drink. I'm talking about Celtic or Himalayan salt. Nothing like the refined, iodized table salt you find in the shaker. The minerals in these salts are more bioavailable and can do wonders for your body's electrolyte balance. A tiny pinch, just a few grains, is all you need. It's not about overloading your system with salt, but rather gently reintroducing the necessary minerals your body has lost while you were sleeping. This little adjustment helps replenish your system without overwhelming your kidneys or pushing your body into overdrive. And if you're not a fan of salt, that's okay too. A splash of fresh lemon juice can do the trick. Not only does it add a fresh, tangy flavor to your water, but lemon is rich in potassium, another key mineral that your body craves. Slowly sip your water with a pinch of salt or the lemon juice and feel it settle into your system. Don't rush through it. Let your body take its time to absorb the hydration, to receive the nourishment it's been missing. It's an act of kindness toward yourself, taking the time to care for your body when it needs it most. And the benefits are real. That dry mouth, that sense of restlessness, that tightness in your legs, all of that begins to melt away. You'll feel the balance returning to your body, and you'll feel calmer, more at ease. That subtle sense of renewal, of feeling more grounded and centered, is exactly what you're giving yourself. When you hydrate thoughtfully, there's something so deeply satisfying about caring for yourself in this way. It's simple, yet incredibly powerful. It's not just about drinking water. It's about offering your body the right kind of hydration at the right time with the right ingredients. It's about showing up for yourself, especially when you need it most, and when you take these small steps, like sipping room temperature water with a pinch of salt or a splash of lemon juice, you're not just addressing your thirst. You're restoring your body's natural balance, giving it what it truly needs to thrive. So the next time you wake up in the middle of the night, feeling parched or restless, don't just grab the first glass you can find. Take a moment to think about what your body is asking for. Give it the care it deserves. And watch how much smoother your return to sleep can be. It's these small acts of self-love that can transform not just your night, but your overall sense of well-being. 3. Check your emotions. It's 4:12 a.m., and you suddenly wake up. It's not the typical grogginess that pulls you from sleep, nor the annoying beeping of an alarm clock. No, this feels different. There's something heavier about it, something more unsettling, as though your body is betraying you by dragging you out of your peaceful slumber. You lie there, still in the dark, but the quiet seems almost suffocating now. There's a weight pressing on your chest, a restless hum, an almost palpable unease, a vague ache that you can't quite put into words. It's not physical, there's no pain, no obvious discomfort, but something deep inside you feels off, like a subtle but persistent tug at your heart. Maybe it's your mind that's already active, running through the mental reels of yesterday's events, perhaps replaying a tense moment with a friend or spouse, or maybe you're already dreading something on the horizon, something you're anxious or fearful about. Does this feel familiar? That moment when your mind refuses to let you rest, when your emotions stir up in the stillness of night. It's not just the usual sleep disturbances. It's something deeper, something you might not have considered before. That restless, unsettled feeling could be your emotions waking up with you, acting as the alarm clock for your heart and mind, trying to pull your attention towards something unresolved. In traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, emotions are deeply connected to the health of specific organs. The lungs, for instance, are often associated with feelings of sadness, grief, and stress. So when you wake up in that early morning hour, feeling heavy-hearted, restless, or simply unsettled, it might not be a coincidence. It could be your body's way of telling you that something is stirring beneath the surface, something your mind has been too busy to acknowledge during the day. It's like an emotional whisper, reminding you that there's something unresolved, something you're carrying that needs to be looked at. The stillness of the night gives your body a chance to bring these emotions to the forefront, asking you to listen. You can ignore it for a while, but your body will keep trying to communicate with you in subtle, sometimes inconvenient ways, like waking you up at 4 a.m. when the world is silent and your mind has no choice but to listen. Maybe it's something you've been carrying for days, weeks, or even years. Perhaps it's unresolved sadness or grief, a loss that you've never fully let go of. It could be stress from work, family, or the burdens of daily life, things that weigh on you, but that you push aside because you don't have the time to deal with them. Maybe it's that email you never sent, or that argument that was never fully resolved. Whatever it is, your body knows it's there, lurking just beneath the surface, even if your mind tries to bury it. It's when the world is still, when the noise of daily life is quieted, that these feelings can no longer stay hidden. In the early hours of the morning, your body forces you to confront them, bringing them to your consciousness, whether you're ready or not. In the realm of modern science, this idea is echoed, even if not quite in the same language. Studies show that emotional overload and stress can severely disrupt your sleep. It's not just that you can't fall asleep, but that your body is in a heightened state of alertness, even when it should be resting. And interestingly, the time when this stress tends to peak is in the early morning hours, when your brain is sorting through the emotional baggage of the day, whether you're aware of it or not. The emotions that you've stuffed down during the busy hours of the day rise to the surface, amplified by the quiet and solitude. Have you ever noticed how your problem seems so much bigger when you're lying awake at 3 or 4 a.m.? It's as if your mind is amplifying them, making them feel more overwhelming, more insurmountable than they did the night before. That's your mind processing all the things you didn't have time to confront, all the emotional weight you've been carrying unconsciously, now pressing it on you. So what do you do when you find yourself wide awake in the middle of the night, feeling the weight of the world on your chest, with emotions that seem too large to manage? The last thing you should do is lie there and let them grow bigger. Don't let the silence of the night become a breeding ground for your fears and anxieties. Don't let your thoughts spiral into an overwhelming mess of what-ifs and why-me's. Instead, take a moment to check in with yourself. Sit up slowly, propping a pillow behind you for comfort, and allow yourself the space to breathe. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment too below to let me know that you are still here with me. It might feel unnatural at first, but ask yourself, what's on my mind right now? What am I carrying with me that won't let me rest? These aren't questions that require answers in the moment. It's not about finding a solution right away. It's about acknowledging that something is stirring inside of you and permitting it to come to the surface. This simple act of recognition is so powerful because it breaks the cycle of ignoring what your heart and mind are trying to say. If you're comfortable, grab a pen and a piece of paper and write it down. Don't worry about making sense of it right away. Just let the words flow, even if they seem incomplete, messy, or confusing. It doesn't matter if you write down something as simple as, I'm upset with Jen, or I miss how things used to be, or maybe it's more abstract, why do I feel so alone? Whatever comes to mind, write it down. The purpose here isn't to solve the problem, but to release it from your mind. Writing it down takes that internal chaos and gives it a tangible form. It doesn't need to be perfect, and it certainly doesn't need to be neat. This is just about giving yourself the space to process your feelings, to give them a name, so they don't stay locked up inside you, growing bigger and more insistent with each passing moment. By simply acknowledging what you're feeling, you start to break the power these emotions have over you. You begin to regain control. Not over the problem itself, but over how you respond to it. You've taken the first step toward relieving the burden of whatever it is that's keeping you awake. And in that moment, you've already started to heal. You don't need to have all the answers or a perfect plan for resolution. Sometimes, just acknowledging the weight of your emotions, giving them space to breathe, and letting them out of your head can be more powerful than any immediate solution. It's a moment of self-compassion. A reminder that you deserve to feel, to process, and to heal, not just when it's convenient, but especially when the quiet of the night forces you to face what you've been avoiding. 4. Move gently, reset your body. It's 4:23 a.m. again. You roll over, eyes wide open, staring at the clock's cold, accusing glow. You try to adjust, pulling the blankets closer, but they only seem to entangle themselves tighter around you. A messy knot that mirrors a tangle in your mind. Every toss and turn brings no relief, only a growing frustration. Why can't you just sleep? Why does it feel like your body is fighting against the very thing it desperately needs? It's a feeling you know all too well. The clock seems to mock you, each tick echoing in your restless mind. Time is dragging, and the harder you try to stay still, the more your body seems to rebel. Your neck is stiff, your legs twitch uncontrollably, and your mind spins in an endless loop of confusion and exhaustion. Why can't I find peace? Here's the truth. Staying glued to the mattress, stewing in that uncomfortable funk, only makes it worse. The more you try to force yourself to sleep, the deeper you dig into that restless hole of wakefulness. You've probably been here before, stuck in that cycle, feeling helpless and frustrated. But here's a little secret. You don't have to stay stuck. Your body is craving a reset, but it's not asking for a marathon run or an intense workout. No, what it needs is a gentle, soothing nudge to let go of the built-up tension and ease back into a state of calm. It's a simple process. So simple, it almost feels like cheating. But trust me, it works. First, Forget the idea that you have to lie completely still. Trying to force yourself into stillness when your body is wired is like trying to hold on to water. It just slips through your fingers. Instead, sit up slowly. No dramatic movements. Just gently shift your position, prop yourself against the headboard, or swing your legs over the side of the bed if that feels better. It's all about permitting yourself to move, to acknowledge that stillness isn't always the answer. When your body is already full of restless energy, start by focusing on your neck. Chances are it's locked up, stiff from hours of awkward sleep positions. Roll your neck gently. First, drop your chin to your chest, feeling the gentle stretch along your spine. Then, slowly tilt your head to the right, letting your ear slide toward your shoulder. Take a deep breath in as you hold it, then exhale slowly as you roll to the left. Repeat this a few times, easing the tension from your shoulders as you go. You may start to feel the tightness melting away, those muscles that have been coiled up like a spring, finally starting to release. This is your body's way of saying, thank you for finally listening. Next, tackle those shoulders. If you're anything like most of us, your shoulders are probably hunched up near your ears, carrying the weight of your day, your worries, and that ever-growing to-do list. So, take a deep breath and lift your shoulders toward your ears, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Then release them slowly with a soft exhale. Repeat this 3 or 4 times, pairing each movement with a deep breath. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you release. Each time you let go, you're telling your body, it's okay to stop holding on so tightly. Those cracking sounds or little pops, don't worry about them. They're your body's way of releasing the tension it's been storing. And believe me, it's a relief for your whole system. Now, let's get your circulation moving. If you're not already sitting on the edge of the bed, move there now. Try a gentle seated forward fold. Don't overdo it. This isn't a yoga session. Simply hinge at your hips. Let your hands slide toward your knees or the floor, and just hang there for a few seconds. It's like giving your spine a soft stretching sigh. Allow your muscles to relax, and release any tightness from being horizontal for too long. By encouraging blood flow to your lower back, you're helping ease that cooped-up sensation that comes from being in one position for hours. While you're in that position, take a deep breath, inhale through your nose, and then exhale through your mouth, feeling your rib cage expand and your body soften with each breath. This deep breathing sends a message to your nervous system. It's okay, we're safe here. It's an invitation to your body to let go of the stress that's been building up throughout the day. Finally, shake out that restless energy. Lift one leg at a time, nothing too wild. Just a light jiggle. Imagine you're shaking off water from your feet after a swim. It may feel a little silly, but trust me, it works. You've been holding on to that twitchy, restless energy for too long. So give it a few seconds per leg, letting the tension dissolve from your calves and thighs. If your legs have been bouncing with that nervous energy, this is your trick to calm them down. And if your hands or feet are cold, that's another sign that your circulation needs some help. When your extremities are chilly, it can be hard for your whole body to relax. So, rub your hands together quickly, like you're trying to start a fire. Then cup them over your feet, giving them a little warmth. It's a quick, simple fix, but it can make a world of difference in getting your body to relax enough to fall back into a restful state. And you know what? Science backs this up. Research shows that when your hands and feet are warm, your body can fall asleep faster. That's because your body's core temperature drops just before sleep, and toasty extremities help that process along. So a warm hand or foot is like a little signal to your brain. We're ready to rest. These small, gentle movements may seem insignificant, but they're a quiet reminder to your body that it deserves to unwind, to release the stress it's been holding on to, and to let go of the tension that's been keeping you up. Give yourself the gift of this 1-minute reset and let your body thank you for it. Underscore, 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 so underscore, 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 underscore. 5. Calm your brain with sound. There you are, staring at the ceiling at 3:58 a.m., feeling like your mind has decided it's time to run a marathon. Thoughts are ricocheting like ping pong balls inside your skull. Did I lock the door? What's that important meeting tomorrow? Why did I say that ridiculous thing back in 2019? You try to tell yourself, relax, but the more you try to hush your mind, the louder the noise gets. You're wide awake, trapped in an endless cycle of overthinking, desperately wishing for a moment of peace. But instead, you're stuck. The sweet release of sleep feels like a distant dream. Does that sound familiar? I know it does for me, and I bet for many of you too. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. When your mind goes into overdrive like this, trying to force it to settle down is about as effective as trying to tame a tornado with a paper fan. It's incredibly frustrating, isn't it? But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. There's a trick, a soothing remedy that requires no willpower at all. You don't need to fight with yourself anymore. You just need to tap into the power of sound. I promise, the right sound can be like a gentle, comforting hand that lulls your runaway thoughts back into a peaceful slumber. Forget about reaching for your phone. I know it's tempting, especially in this age of endless scrolling. But that's a trap. The dopamine rush you get from scrolling only fuels your mind's hyperactive state and drags you further away from sleep. Instead, let's focus on a few sonic shortcuts. That will help you relax and drift off faster than you can say, insomnia be gone. First on the list is pink noise. Now you've probably heard of white noise. Think static, like a TV left on a dead channel. It's like a blanket of sound. But let's be honest, it can feel a little harsh. Pink noise, on the other hand, is its gentler, sleep-loving cousin. Imagine the calming sound of rain gently tapping on your window, the soft rustle of wind through the trees, or the rhythmic ebb and flow of ocean waves. There's something inherently soothing about these sounds, isn't there? It's like nature's lullaby. The difference between pink and white noise is subtle, but important. Pink noise softens those higher-pitched tones, wrapping you in a warmer, more soothing cocoon of sound. Why does this work? Science tells us that pink noise syncs perfectly with the natural rhythm of your brain waves, nudging them into the slower frequencies that accompany deep, restorative sleep. A study from Northwestern University in 2017 showed that pink noise doesn't just help you sleep better, it can even improve your memory the next day. Can you imagine waking up refreshed, your mind clear, ready to face the day? It's a game changer. I always keep a small speaker or a downloaded pink noise track handy. Just keep the volume low, barely a whisper, and let the soft, steady rhythm of rain or waves blur your thoughts into a peaceful haze. Now, if pink noise isn't quite your thing, or you're in the mood for something a little more guided, there's always a short sleep meditation. We're not talking hour-long Zen marathons here. Just a brief 5 to 10 minute session to get you settled in. Picture this, a calm voice, like the soothing presence of Morgan Freeman, gently leading you through a relaxation exercise. You'll focus on your breath, then relax each part of your body, starting with your toes, moving up to your ankles, calves, and so on. It's almost like a bedtime story for grown-ups, a quiet escape from the noise of the world. And the best part? It works, because it gives your brain a simple, almost boring task to do, something so calm and repetitive that it tires your mind and keeps it from spiraling into worry. The voice becomes your lifeline, pulling you away from the mental chatter and bringing you back to your bed, your safe space. You don't need to download any fancy apps for this. You'd be surprised how many free resources are out there on YouTube or podcasts. Just make sure you avoid those with sudden ads or loud intros. You don't want any interruptions when you're trying to relax. Test it out beforehand. Find one that resonates with you and keep the volume soft, just enough to hear, but not enough to jar you awake. The key is to let the voice guide you, slowly, gently, out of your chaotic thoughts, and back to a peaceful, restful sleep. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as sound can transform your entire night? Next time you're wide awake in the middle of the night, give these techniques a try. I've found that they work wonders, calming the mind and leading you straight into the peaceful sleep you deserve. It's like giving your brain a break, a little retreat from the hustle of the world. Trust me, you deserve it. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've explored. Together, we've talked about the deep connection between our emotions and our body, how the quiet moments, especially in the early morning hours, can reveal things we might be avoiding or suppressing. We've learned that instead of letting those emotions fester, we can take a moment to check in with ourselves, write down what's on our minds, and release those heavy feelings. It's a simple yet powerful practice that can make a world of difference in how we manage stress, sadness, and emotional overload. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video that you'll take and put into practice in your own life? Is it checking in with yourself when you wake up in the middle of the night? Or maybe it's the simple act of writing down your emotions to process them. Whatever it is, drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what resonates with you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights and practical tips. Your support means the world to us. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.